Creating a PID control in Experion. The first step is to get the control template that we want. In this case, it is the PID control. In the PID control template, it has to have an analog input, a data acquisition, which we call DACA, a block from the regulatory library, which is the PID block, and the analog output, like the one I'm showing here. The next step is to copy this template, assign it a tag, which in this case will be LIC 0014. And finish. Once it is finished, the CM goes to the unassigned logic area. The next step is to assign this logic to the controller that we are working with. In this case, we are working with controller 011. To assign this logic to the controller, simply drag it to the execution environment folder of the controller we are working on. Once dragged, now we will start editing the template so that it serves the logic we want to do. So the first step, let's add a tag here in the description. Let's give a service description. What is the functionality of this control? So it's level control tank 004. Take this description and associate it with the DACA description, associated with the PID description and associated with the CM description itself. Let's save. Next step, we won't make any changes of ranges in these controls or in the PID data. The next step is to define which inputs, which channels they will be associated with from the universal AO modules. In this case here, I will assign channel 1 as an AI, and channel 2 I will assign it as an AO. So, channel 1, we will give a tag to channel 1, which will be LT0014. And we will give a tag to channel 2, which will be LV, the analog output, 0014. After creating the tag in the channels we want, we will associate these channels. The logic of the PID that we just created. So, for the analog input it will be LT0014. And for the analog output it will be LV0014. Once this channel assignment is done, we can save, close, and we can load the logic. We still need to assign the asset here. The asset is an important point, which is the area that this PID will be associated with. After we have done this, save. Let's load the logic. This PID, as soon as it finishes, is already online and functional. This PID is already online there and functional. If we go to the station, look for the tag of this PID, LIC 0014. It's online in the controller, and it has no signals because there is no instrument connected to it. As soon as you connect the instrument, we will be able to see its values, both at the input, and we will also be able to see some output.